Hey guys, what is going on? Carter here. I am back from the dead. I took a sabbatical out of the knife community. Didn't completely leave, but took a little break, pulled back, got into some other things, focused on some life stuff, some other hobbies. I'm sure you probably don't really care about that. Maybe I'll talk about that later. But I'm kind of getting back into the knife game, and it's always kind of fun to do that, right? You get a little jaded, you get a little oversaturated with what's out there. Designs don't look fresh anymore, things don't look cool anymore. You start questioning, why do I even need to carry a 4-inch bladed knife? You know, that old thing. Um, but I got back into it, and I got some stuff, got some new knives in. I've got some designs that kind of got me excited. These are some of them, and I know what you're thinking. What is this guy doing in here? But I'll talk about that later. So I'm going to be doing some videos on these probably. I'll probably upload them. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe this video won't get uploaded, in which case it doesn't matter because you wouldn't have heard this to even care about it. So if you're hearing this, it means it was uploaded. So I don't know why I'm talking so much. Let me take a drink of coffee here. So yeah, I got some knives. Let's look through them. I might do detailed videos on them, but I just kind of want to show them off and talk briefly about each one of these. I don't know what this channel is going to become. I'm just gonna do videos that I want to do. In the past I've kind of overthought about what sort of YouTuber I want to be, or what sort of videos, what sort of persona do I want to convey, and I don't really care anymore. I just want to talk about stuff that I think is cool and that I want to talk about, and if you guys want to listen or watch, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. Doesn't really matter. So this is a Vespa Microtech clone. I'm not going to get into the controversy on clones. I'm not big on clones, never was. I did get 2 of these actually. This is the only one that I have right now. And I did that for a few reasons, and I may regret that because, like I said, when you bow out of the knife community, some of the things that the ideals that you held so close, you know, USA made, don't buy fakes, blah, blah, blah. Some of that starts to soften, and you do things like buy a couple, and then you get back into knives, and then you're like, why did I do that? That was so terrible, so hypocritical. But whatever, I'm human. I thought this was cool. It's a sweet knife for the price point. We'll talk more about this later. Some cool things about that. This one here, this was one of the ones that kind of got me back into knives. If you've followed my channel in the past, you know that I am a Cold Steel fan, for better or worse. And there's some cool things that I want to talk about with Cold Steel's latest offerings and things like that. Particularly kind of this one will be the biggest talking point when I go over it. But the blade, you know, the blade drew me to this knife here, Immortal, continuing with the garish and lame naming conventions that Cold Steel is known for, with the giant typeface that looks out of place on the blade. It's part of Cold Steel, baby. That's one thing that's been constant in their line, is ridiculous names that look ridiculous when printed on the blade. So we have that one. SR1, this one somewhat goes against that convention, right? They actually used a name that isn't ridiculous. It still looks ridiculous on the blade, but the name isn't that ridiculous. Really cool knife. Really like this one. It is about probably 90% perfect in my opinion for what it's trying to be, what I want it to be. Just about there. Only minor, not really even gripes, but minor suggestions on how this could be maybe one of my favorite production overbuilt offerings ever. Can't wait to talk about that one and some of the stuff behind it, why it makes me excited, why I like it. Bam, really excited about that. And then this one here. This is not a new knife. In fact, I sold off a lot of my stuff when I got out of knives, and this is one that I've always kept. A lot of history with this knife, and there's a reason why it's in this video. Although halfway through it, I realized if I tell you why it's in this video, it kind of spoils what I want to talk about, because it's not really that in-depth of a conversation, so I don't even know what I'm going to say about it right now. But it's here in this video. So yeah, you can see it has the wrong colored screws. There's a reason for that. I've had this for a long time. Carried it the other day. Really cool. So those are some knives I'm going to be talking about, guys. I don't know what the point of this video really was because I'm not getting into any of these in depth in it. And yeah, just felt like talking. That's my new mantra. I'm just going to talk about stuff because the people I know in my regular life don't really care about this stuff. You guys do. So I like talking to you. All right, guys. Next video. I'll talk to you then. Later.